working on a little VW motor, and by this point many other people on the net have gotten these engines to this point. I'm just going to show you some things that I learned because I try to do it differently. So everyone knows you got to get the sear clips out, and then the wrist pins tend to stick in there. They're tight by this point. So various ways I've seen it done, but I'm smarter than everybody else. So I'm going to take this piece of pipe and I'm going to put it in there. And that way I'm pushing against the piston, not pushing against the case or hurting anything. And I'm doing it with plastic, so I'm not going to damage anything. Then I take this nut, which I have attached to my lathe, and cut down to make a nice circle out of. It's small enough that it can clear. I only need to remove one sear clip, and it'll fit through the other sear clip. Then I'm going to take this chunk of all thread, and I'm going to pass it through that hole, through the wrist pin, and on the opposite side, I can reach in there, and I can thread my nut on. Then, on this side, I put some washers in here, and I start tightening that nut down, and it'll draw the wrist pin into this piece of PVC, and everything will be great. But I'm not as smart as I think I am, because the wrist pin is too big to fit inside of that piece of PVC. As I say, this is the second piston, so I'm going to do something on the opposite side so we can work on this tight tolerance here. Got this big piece of PVC. Piston will fit in there. The wrist pin will fit through that. And it takes a little bit of finagling to get it in there, so I'm probably not going to try to do it. But there you go. It falls into place. But you get the idea. Same thing as I was suggesting before. The most important thing here is that I'm bracing the piston up against the engine case. You can't just start pulling on this, because I don't know if it will have enough force to do it, but why run the risk of bending the rods sideways? These rods are only meant to really take pressure up and down. They're not meant to go side to side. So, there's my plan. This is Act 2. We'll see what happens.